So I was talking to myself for a minute, and I was talking about the Unwanted Undead Adventure. You can't even get that right.
Yeah.
That's a crazy little title there.
Fucking
The Unwanted Undead Adventure. Yeah, I guess so. It's a good anime. Pretty good.
Is it? Hey, question. I don't know if it's this one or another one I saw. This is a spoiler, I think. So, fair warning. This undead adventurer, did he wake up a skeleton, or did he die in the dungeon and then wake up as a skeleton?
Yeah, second. He died in the dungeon. Well,
And
that's
then
what
he
I'm
became a
getting.
skeleton.
That's what I'm getting so far. It could be a little bit different. You know how that goes once the story starts to unfold.
There's another. I think it was a comic of some sort that's similar to this, but the guy wakes up as a skeleton, and every time he dies, he keeps all his experiences and memories from when he died, but he has like a checkpoint. So let's say he wakes up in the dungeon, right? He goes out, dies by an adventure. He wakes up in the past again with those same memories.
No, this is not it.
Okay, cool. Because I read that a while ago, and that shit was so fucking compelling. So when I saw the Unwanted Undead Adventurer, I thought that was it for a moment. But I was hearing too many things. I haven't watched it yet, but I heard it's actually decent storytelling.
Yeah, the animation is not earth-shattering at all, by far.
Yeah, honestly, like realistically speaking, most of the anime coming out today, like the high-end ones, have these weird like. Example would be like Konosuba Season 3. That animation was actually pretty dope, and like Fire Force animation, pretty dope. But some of these anime, like My Dear Friend Nakatan with the fucking deer as a hybrid thing, it's all generic anime mainly. And then you got anime that is like clearly low budget but also decent. Like My Wife Has No Emotion. That was an old comic that I read a few years back, and that got animated, which is dope. But animation is pretty. It borderlines on like hentai animation. You know what I mean? Like when you watch hentai, you can clearly tell it's hentai.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you don't even watch any of that weird shit. It's like, no, this is clearly hentai. Like I see how those eyes look. Don't lie to me. But those. But those are like
promiscuous
generic
eyes.
Yeah, like those are generic like animations that are relatively cheap to make and doesn't look totally shit.
Yeah, but it got a little bit of a bite to it. This one, it's got a little bite to it. So hold on. Don't mind me.
Nah, fuck that shit. The Demon Slayer, the last episode of the training arc thing, bruh, that fire looks so fucking real. I couldn't tell what was real, what wasn't.
Right. That was good.
And the whole explosion, oh my fucking god. Dude, that animation was on fucking point. I'm excited for the movies. I'm gonna beat off on those. Anyway.
Can't have my man go out like that though. You know what I mean? Like, he's just laying on his like basic deathbed. Okay? So
yeah.
And like, you got my man coming through,
Kabuto, walking like fucking he owns the whole planet.
Yeah, it doesn't seem too good. It's not a good look for the Demon Slayer court. But, hey, you know what? We got some movies coming out. I might go check them out. I don't know if they're going to put them in the theater. I'm sure they will. I mean, they're going to put, if you're going to put like, the last one in there, And what was that? The train? The where? I forgot. We went to the movies. The Mugen Train. Mugen Train. Yeah, and I forget the other name.
That was the last time it was in movies. If we're talking about the other two that they decided, if you're talking about the other two things they did in the movie theaters, it was essentially the first 2 episodes of the new seasons.
Right. Let's see here. Yeah, Mugen Train. What was that? That was a while ago. Yeah, that was in 2020. Yeah, 4 years ago.
Really?
That's what I think it is.
Shit,
yeah, the
dog.
movie.
What the fuck? I've been talking about this anime for like almost 6 years. What the fuck?
Yeah. That is it, my friend. So yeah, Mugen Train. Hold on, let me see here. And then they broke it up into the episodes. The movie, 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Or I guess that's what they're doing. This is TBA on this one here, but it doesn't matter who wants to watch that now.
Bruh,
You get
the
the real
first
deal
season
coming
of
through.
fucking Demon Slayer came out in 2019 on April. What the
6,
fuck?
yeah, yeah. And a lot of animes wrapping up. You know,
Yeah.
like what was the one? I just clicked off. I didn't click on it again. Hold on. So well, they're launching they're like their final, whatever you want to call them, the manga, the
Yeah.
Jujutsu
Yeah.
Kaisen, and then
So
you got My Hero Academia. They're doing their
yeah.
last. Um,
The
what else
Fire
here?
Force, they got I
Solo
think I
leveling.
think Bleach is like this is the last one, right?
I don't know if he's gonna. I don't know how that. I mean, I know they're on the final kind of supposed to be like the final arc, so I don't know how that's going to turn out. I know they're on break right now, so and I don't follow the manga, obviously.
Or maybe that's what it
So
was. I know a manga was on break for a while. Now it's back.
yeah, I think he took a break. I'm not sure. We can use that. We can do that another episode on that one, I guess. See what's up.
Hmm.
But yeah, a lot of stuff is wrapping up, and it's time to find some new
Yeah.
hidden gems. And I do
Dude,
know the Unwanted Undead Adventure. It's got some potential here.
yeah.
Maybe
Does it?
if this goes well, maybe they'll get a few shekels. And they can turn it up a little bit more. Let's see.
I
I
mean,
didn't even
it
finish
is
the whole
on
thing
my
yet.
watch list. So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I was you, I would jump into it. I was watching Kaiju number 8. That's not too bad. But,
that fucking anime. So I have a friend, right? And
okay.
he says he hates kaijus. He hates Godzilla, the whole series thing. He hates that whole genre. But I was like, okay, cool. I'm thinking he also hates the robot part. He's like, no, I love the big giant robots. So I was like, you choose Gundam over fucking Godzilla. He goes and says, yes, I never wanted to punch a man more in my life.
Damn.
I'm like, dog, you shitting me, right? He's like, yeah, because like kaiju's, because I don't know what's wrong with him. He goes in his head. He goes and says, because kaiju, the square cube law dictates they can't exist. I was like, and you think it just doesn't work for metal? He's like, yeah, but you can comprehend metal being stronger. I was like, you can just comprehend the bones being strong. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
I
I
love
mean,
that man, but fuck that
to
guy.
each his own. But Kaiju number 8,
Yeah.
it's pretty good. Did you watch it yet? Any of it?
No, it is on my list though.
So that's on your list. Okay. Yeah. So at least we got
See,
two of
the
the
thing
same
is though,
things on there.
it's been harder for me to like watch anime because like there's two things that happens when I want to start watching anime. The first one is, do I have time to watch a few episodes before I go to bed? Which is generally yes, but the problem
Right.
comes into like for anime like Undead Adventure, I'm gonna want to keep watching it because there's a cliffhanger. There's something I want to know more, and X amount of things. So it's just like if I make that a whole day, that's a lot easier to do. But I wake up at like noon on Saturday and Sundays, and I don't feel like doing shit but play games because at least I'm interacting with it instead of just watching it. Which don't get me wrong, I love watching them. I know I'm gonna love it. It's just like there's like a mental thing happening there where I'm trying to balance all this shit, and I don't need to. I could just start watching it. It's not gonna change much.
Yeah, I'm down to I got a few that I'll watch at a time. I was just knocking some off in here. Some I have not
Yeah.
finished, like Shangri-La Frontier. That's cool and everything, but I don't need to really keep that on the queue right now. Like in the
That was that was
on the list.
interesting. I enjoyed that anime.
Yeah, Seventh Time Loop. The villainess enjoys a carefree life, married to her worst enemy. That's pretty cool, but I just don't feel like I don't
What
think
the
I
hell
got
is
the
that?
time right now. The villain is something. Don't worry about it. It's not good. I mean, it's good. Don't get me
That's a
wrong,
long
but
ass.
it's just I
That's another
know
thing. They gotta start changing these fucking
the
titles.
villainess is
Like this
married to
one
her worst
title.
enemies.
That's relatively fine, but this title goes and says the newbie adventurer trained to death by the most powerful party becomes invincible.
I don't know how
Like
they.
that's a fucking. This is why sometimes I kind of wish they keep the Japanese sayings because the Japanese like title is vastly shorter but almost means the same.
Hmm.
Like there
Well,
was a
yeah.
whole section on Crunchyroll that said that literally, like how it's like, hey, we recommend this, we recommend that, and all that shit. One of the recommendations goes and says The title was so long, we had to change it for English. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's how they roll over there, man. Get them titles. Ours is longer because I guess you got to decipher all that stuff. But Bucci the Rock is something that's on my list. And I keep saying I'm going to watch it, and that's the only reason why is because it's got some guitar stuff in there, some music I like. So that's on my list. So I think that's all I got enough for right now. That's it. Four of them. And that's solo leveling when it comes back out. Kaiju number 8.
I haven't even
The
started
Undead
watching
Adventure.
that.
What's that? Solo leveling?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what it is? It's because there was a fucking video of like an abridged clip of solo leveling, and for some reason they have like this. I know it has nothing to actually do with the actual series, right? So like, I want to make that clear. I understand that it doesn't, but yo, like the dude goes and says, "Oh, thank you, step bro," and like it's so fucking stupid. Like it's so stupid, and I fucking love. And that's the actually only reason why I want to watch the solo leveling, because I want to know what it really means going on there.
It's good. It's good. It's got everything I like wrapped up in there. Some people will critique it, like they say. There's a guy I work with, and he was saying that his little section of community people, they were saying it was done too fast or something like that. I mean, it's not taken away from it. Yeah, they say it's good, but you got some people saying it was done like a little bit too fast. And I guess those are the people who are more so, into the manga. You know how that goes. Start turning manga stuff into anime series. Hunter X is
but like
is in the last series also.
Oh, it was Hunter X I was talking about earlier. About like there was something coming back that was on a hiatus. That Hunter X was it.
Well, not the manga is, I think, but like not the series. I don't think the series. Hopefully, the series will follow.
No, the manga. Yeah, no, I'm talking about the manga. I was thinking about the manga.
Yeah,
like it was on hiatus and then it came back.
Right. So yeah, I guess he got his self together. I mean, I read a story about the creator and everything like that. It seemed like he was going.
You know what the worst part
under
is?
A lot of stress.
The more I get, the more I get into like the anime community, and fans and shit like that. I'm gonna pose a question to you, old man. What is a fan?
What do you mean? Like a fan? Like the definition?
No, not like the actual definition. Like I'm talking about like. So let's say I'm a fan of Jujutsu Kaisen, right? I have no idea who the animator is. I have no idea who the writer is or anything like that is. But I would consider myself a fan of Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay. Now, let's say, for instance, you know the writer, the this and that, and this and that and that. The definition of a fan would mean different between me and you. I do like it. I look forward to the next Jujutsu Kaisen thing. But like out of that, like just watching the show, that's kind of it for me. Like that's where all my fandom comes in from. Now, but for you, it's like, well, you're not a real fan because you don't know this, you don't know that. I was like, well, do I have to know these things to be a fan? So like my question is like, what would you define as you being a fan over somebody else being a fan? Like, because I keep on hearing this term gatekeeper, like as a thing.
I don't know what that is. It sounds like some old Dungeons and Dragons type of thing from back in the day. That's what it sounds like.
No, so what gatekeeping is, gatekeeping is it's like, oh, you're not really a fan because you don't know about X, Y, Z. Like example.
Well, I would be like that for a lot. For X, Y, Z, I don't know a lot about these shows, man.
Well, yeah, but you would consider yourself an anime fan, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, there are anime fans out there that I personally know who's never watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, who has no real desire to do it. And I got those same friends in that same friend group that says they're not really anime fans if they never watched Brotherhood. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like the whole idea of them trying to tell them they're not really a fan because they didn't see X or don't know about X. You know what I mean?
I
So
forget
like
what you call it.
again, what is a fan? You know, because I thought a fan is if you enjoy something and you just enjoy it. I would consider you a fan, right?
Well, then you got
Like I'm
fanatics.
not a big fan. Yeah,
Yeah,
and so
man,
like
they sound
there
like a
could be
fanatic.
yeah, I would agree that there's different levels, but the fact that someone else saying you're not a fan because you don't know X, that seems weird to me. So at what point are you a fan over a fanatic?
You watch the
I don't know.
show,
It's just something I was thinking
you
about.
like it. I hear that. Cool. Well, we can wrap this one up. Put it in the books, so we can squeeze
Quick,
some more out of there.
there you
You
go,
got some plugs
audience.
and stuff.
Tell me
Go
what.
ahead, man.
Yeah, tell me what you think a fan is. You know,
All right, so we can pose
what's
that to the
the
people.
definition? Yeah.
Leave that in the comment section below, and I'll let them know. All right, so we'll wrap this up, man, and hopefully we can continue. And by this time, we'll finish whatever it is we're watching, and move on to the next one. Peace. Go ahead. You say the goodbyes. I already said my goodbye.
Oh. Good luck out there, bitches. I don't know.
And on that note,
I don't know how to
goodbye.
do goodbyes. Like I don't fucking know.
Okay, I'll do it for you.